What if I told you the biggest self-help book in the world, the one Oprah called the best she's ever read, was built on a lie? And what if I told you the theory millions are following, the let them theory, could actually be hurting you? Welcome to the channel. Today we're not just summarizing a book. Today we're exposing the truth. We're diving deep into the let them theory phenomenon to ask 3 uncomfortable questions that no one seems to be asking. First, is this theory really her original idea? Second, is it actually backed by science, like they claim? And third, and most importantly, can it actually damage your relationships and your well-being? Stick with me to the end. What you're about to discover could change the way you look at the self-help industry forever. The official story Mel Robbins tells is cute. She says she had a light bulb moment during a family issue, a pure, simple moment of inspiration. Sounds nice, right? But that's the official story. The real story, the one buried under the marketing, is a lot messier. You see, before Mel Robbins ever talked about this, a poet named Cassie Phillips wrote a short poem. And that poem, it went viral. Thousands of people shared it, talked about its impact, even got the words tattooed on their bodies. It was a real grassroots movement. Then, in May 2023, Robbins posts a video saying she just heard about this thing called the let them theory. So the uncomfortable question is, was this just a wild coincidence? Or is this a textbook case of taking a popular idea from a smaller community and repackaging it as a million-dollar product? Now let's talk about the biggest claim of all, that it's backed by science. That's a huge selling point. So I did what any curious person would do. I looked for the proof. And I found something shocking. The book is filled with phrases like proven method and research shows, but there isn't a single footnote. Not one reference. Look, this isn't science, friends. This is what we call pseudoscience. It uses the language of science to make you believe an idea without any of the actual, evidence. The truth is, psychology is complicated. You can't just reduce it to a catchy slogan. And now for the most dangerous part of all. Let's apply this theory to your real life. Let them. Simple, right? But should you let your friend make racist or sexist jokes at the dinner table? Should you let your partner consistently neglect your feelings because that's just who they are? Should you let your coworker steal your ideas because you don't want to be controlling? This is where the theory becomes not just useless, but actively harmful. It gives you no tools to distinguish. It encourages passivity and avoids necessary confrontations. It sells you a promise of inner peace at the cost of your self-respect. So, should we burn this book? Of course not. The core idea has value. We're all exhausted and we're all desperate for a break. The problem is, we're looking for easy fixes for complicated problems. And that's exactly what this book is selling us. So instead of adopting the let them theory blindly, I suggest you do this. First, be a critic. When you read a self-help book, ask yourself, where's the proof? Second, demand depth. Read about concepts like healthy boundaries and acceptance from sources that respect your intelligence. And third, trust your gut. Sometimes that feeling of unease is your mind telling you that something is wrong and needs to be addressed, not ignored. Real wisdom isn't in letting them. It's in knowing when to let them, when to speak up, and when to stand up for yourself and for others. That's where your true power lies. If this deep dive opened your eyes to something new, please share this video with a friend who might need to hear it. And now, if you value this kind of deep analysis that goes beyond the surface, this is my promise to you. I will keep diving deep into the books and ideas that everyone is talking about to give you the truth that no one else is willing to tell you. So if that sounds good to you, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss a thing. Now, I want to hear from you. Have you tried the let them theory? Did it help you?
Or did it feel incomplete? Share your story and your experience in the comments below. I read every single one and truly appreciate it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.